It is another massive week for sales on the Switch eShop with well over 2,000 games on offer. Today I'm going to be covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia, and I'm going to be running you through 11 games coming in under $10 or your regional equivalent. My name's Alex, this is SwitchCorner, and if you enjoy this video, subscribe. We are pushing for 60,000 subscribers right now, so each and every one of you make a huge difference. I also then do have a winner to announce for a $10 eShop gift card later in the video, and one more to give away. To enter, drop a comment down below and that winner will be announced in next week's video. Remember to head to xpcorner.net as well, our website where you will find reviews, deals, news and previews daily for the Switch, PlayStation, Xbox and PC. The support over there means a huge amount. Unsouled is a 2D top-down action RPG heavily influenced by the Souls series. It's currently available at 80% off, which is an all-time new low price. And here, expect strategic combat, a unique world, and a story that rewards players who invest time into it. Now, it's set in a kingdom that has fallen and been overrun. Basically, the game challenges you to uncover the truth behind the incidents, with gameplay that is challenging yet fair. As you progress, you'll be developing new skills, and the pixel art here is absolutely stunning. The only slight catch is you might find the game is short at a first glance, it's lasting maybe a couple of hours, but here is the twist with that. It's actually designed to be played multiple times, and in each playthrough you'll uncover a new layer to the story. Road 96 is now available at 75% off, a new low price. I loved this game and you can find my review in the pinned comment. Now before we talk about the good stuff, it is important to address a few issues. Visually, the resolution can sometimes appear soft. There are also performance issues with the frame rate plummeting in a couple of areas. Now despite these setbacks, I still highly recommend it. It's primarily a first-person narrative adventure set in a world controlled by a tyrannical government. Now you play as a young individual trying to cross the border and escape. If unsuccessful, your character disappears, only to be replaced by another in that next attempt. This is structured in a way that with each run you encounter the same characters, delving deeper into their stories and the world they inhabit. From those basically who condone the regime to the rebels, it is complex stuff and absolutely intriguing. It's topped off then with an incredible soundtrack. Road 96 Mile Zero then is also on sale, 30% off, a new low price, and this is a relatively new release. This is a prequel to Road 96 and it changes up the formula. Instead of a rotating cast of playable characters, you actually focus on two key individuals and the impacts of the world on them. It's basically blending first-person narrative exploration here with rhythm-based gameplay, kind of a reflection, I guess, of the political landscape when you come from two very different backgrounds, the rich and the working class. It's great to see a lot of the characters returning here, but the gameplay, honestly, just not quite as rewarding. Still fun, and I still had fun with it, but yeah, won't quite live up to the levels of that original. The soundtrack then is once again incredible, and fans, you're gonna love it, I think. I probably wouldn't check it out, however, without playing the original first game at first. Check out my review for this entry in the pinned comments. The Artful Escape is back, matching the lower 50% off. This gem is from Annapurna Interactive, a studio I adore. Now, in fact, they currently actually have several games on sale, so maybe check out their full library. And in addition to my review of the Artful Escape, I've also got a top 10 Annapurna games video for the Switch on the channel, so I'll be linking both of those below. Now, the Artful Escape is a unique fusion, a psychedelic musical platformer. It chronicles the journey of a young man feeling the weight of expectations to continue his uncle's legacy in folk music, a path he's definitely hesitant to tread. What ensues is a Bill and Ted-esque adventure where he traverses the universe in search of his own musical identity. While the game does occasionally have frame rate issues, I still personally think it's great stuff. Shotgun King, the final Checkmate, and here's a new one for you all. It's available at a new low price, 20% off, and it's a one-of-a-kind turn-based strategy roguelike that adds a twist to the classic chess. Now, as the Black King, your entire army has defected to the white side, leaving you armed only with your royal shotgun. Show the white pieces who is truly the boss. Gameplay involves strategic decisions. You're going to move your king, shoot at foes, and remember to reload. Your primary mission, eliminate the White King, and then you'll advance to the next floor. As you do upgrade though, your king after each victory, just beware your rivals are getting stronger too, and you'll be choosing positive and negative effects on both sides. With 15 difficulty levels, endless mode, chase mode, and over 100 upgrades, there is a lot here to dig into. Also, it's just surprisingly addictive, and while I had to learn the movement patterns of different chess pieces, I'm no master myself, it guides you through it and I eventually did get it. Really great stuff honestly, and it's well worth the time. A Little Golf Journey gets a new low price of 80% off. This is a mini golf puzzle experience challenging players to navigate through over 100 holes that progressively increase in difficulty. Before you realise it, you'll be playing in space, and that's just one of 10 different locations. Now, as you progress, you'll uncover secrets, tackle the challenges, and discover collectibles. If you are curious, take a look at my review in the pinned comment. Overall though, I really enjoyed this one. My main criticisms are the underwhelming soundtrack and the putting line. It just can occasionally be too hard to read. That said though, the game's low poly style definitely worked for me, and I do think it is worth the time. Wargroove is currently 60% off, and yes, it has been cheaper in the past just slightly, but the sequel just came out, so I had to give it a shout out today, and it is easily worth this price. If you're a strategy fan, you have to play it. The developers rolled out a free upgrade as well, so expanded this game by a massive amount. They introduced DLC campaign, a co-op story mode, additional commanders, even 2 new units. Here though, players choose from 15 leaders across 5 distinct factions, and yeah, expect a wealth of content including story mode, local and online multiplayer, map builder, puzzle mode, and just loads of unlockables. Very, similar to Advance Wars. It's a game that shouldn't be missed. Our winner of the week then is going to Travis Cooper, who shouted out that Cobra Kai has had some cheap physical deals as well. And my guess is we will get bargain bin prices on that one come Black Friday. Congrats on the win, Travis. Drop me an email for the code, and everyone else, drop a comment down below for your chance in next week's video. Hand of Fate 2 gets a new low price of 85% off. It's been quite some time since we last saw a price drop for this title, but at its core it's a dungeon crawler, but it uniquely blends deck building with real-time combat. So basically players strategically play their cards to craft their adventure, eventually confronting the dealer in battle. The combat experience itself is fun as well, and as you progress you'll encounter companion characters, face challenges, and you'll have an array of cards at your disposal. Given its complexity, I strongly recommend watching a full review before diving in, but I am a big fan. Even years after its release, it remains an impressive port on the system. I also think it often gets overlooked when folks reflect on some of the great games we've had. To the Moon is without a doubt my pick of the week. You'd be hard pressed to find any negative feedback on this game. Just take a glance at Steam. It's rated overwhelmingly positive with over 35,000 reviews. Now the game's premise is incredibly unique. You step into the shoes of Dr. Rosalind and Dr. Watts, professionals who offer a peculiar service. They basically implant memories into people's minds, allowing them to live out their unfulfilled dreams, albeit though momentarily as they approach a death. Now in this narrative they assist Johnny, an elderly man whose lifelong dream was to travel to the moon. While there's no combat, the game blends elements of adventure and light RPG gameplay. The crux of the experience, however, it lies in its story, which is both emotionally evocative and beautifully written. It's just the impact is incredible. The soundtrack is also stunning as well, perfectly mirroring the game's, emotional beats, especially its signature theme. It is a real highlight. Someone on Steam perfectly summarized this one, and I can't say it better, so I'm just gonna say it here and copy them. This is not a game, it is a work of art. It's 40% off a new low price. Then we get Finding Paradise. This is the sequel that I was requesting for a long time on the Switch, and it finally arrived. It's also here though with a new low price of 40% off. Now our doctors once again return, but this time it's not so straightforward. The requested memory isn't as clear, and we instead get to uncover the truth behind the request as we progress through this character's life. They go by the name of Colin. Basically, the whole, idea of this game is the two characters actually jumping into the memories and witnessing what occurred. Just another incredible game, but it will be tough to outdo the original. Mato Anomalies is our final deal of the week. It's 75% off a new low price, and here is a game didn't expect to see so quickly in the under $10 video, as it actually released relatively recently. It is evidently inspired by Persona, which is by no means a negative, but yeah, it's a really good concept, basically blending turn-based combat with a dual-world narrative. So here, players jump between two realities, one as a detective in the tangible world, and another as a ninja in a digital realm. The central plot revolves around a murder investigation. It has its flaws, the world feels small, locations are repetitive, and there's some performance issues at points, but the universe hooked me, and enough so, in fact, I hope we do get a sequel. I'd love to see more from it in the future. And that is the video down. Will you be adding anything to the library this week? Let me know in the comments. A shout out then to the patrons and the channel members who are going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe, join us here for reviews, deals, news and lists daily, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.